Hey everyone, welcome back to the IIOM YouTube channel. This is Jim Sharps. And while we're in the holiday season, it's easy to get distracted, a whole lot of festivities and activities. But today we're going to talk about some really empowering tips that can keep you healthy during this joyful time of the season. Okay, so let's go to these tips. The first one is a dietary tip, a very important one. Eat the rainbow. And what I mean by that, you need a variety of colors. Why is that important? Your body is made up of some 84 different minerals. And those different colors, those red, those yellow, those purple, those browns, all those different colors are different manifestations of those different minerals. And so you need the right amount of minerals and in the right proportions. But without being too scientific, just eat the rainbow. And even when you go to the supermarket, they're even giving you a hint of where to go shopping. You want to go to the produce section. The produce section is where you have all those fruits and vegetables and all those different colors. And if you go to the produce section and you get most of your nutrition from there, that will produce health. So that's the first tip. Eat the rainbow. The second tip is keep moving. It's kind of easy with the cold weather to kind of freeze your exercise routine as well. But just move, just kind of move around the house. You can, even if you're doing some dancing, just moving around, walking, a brisk walk. It's kind of difficult to get out there. But, even if you just walked up to the mailbox, do some kind of exercise. Even if it's wall push-ups or a couple of seated squats right at your chair, even if it's 10 to 15 minutes, that's kind of a meet minimum requirements. If you can kind of work up to 10 to 20 minutes, 3 to 5 times a week even, that will do a lot towards keeping you moving. Okay, the third one is take care of yourself. Prioritize self-care. Love yourself. Spend some time listening to your favorite music or a good book, something that's uplifting for you. Whatever your hobby is, spend a little bit of time doing that. This is a time for love and care, but you can't give what you don't have. So love yourself first and take a little bit of time for some self-care. Even if it's a warm bath, whatever it is that's going to help you to relax and pamper yourself a little bit. Okay, the next tip is avoid big hands syndrome. What is big hand syndrome? Okay, the size of your stomach is the size of your two hands. So if you're 5'8", you can't be eating like you're 8'5". So portion control is the key. So enjoy the foods, enjoy the meals, try to manage it, and remember big hand syndrome. Okay. The next tip is water everywhere. So stop and take a drink. Your body is 70% water, and you need water. The water is the most important part of your digestive system in terms of moving nutrients to the cells and tissues and moving the toxins away. So make sure you're drinking enough water. And generally, I basically have this measuring container, and you might see even markings on the side. So what is the right amount to drink? Some people make the big mistake of they'll drink anywhere from 16 to 32 ounces 2 to 3 times a day. That's not the way to drink your water. Your water, your body can handle about 4 ounces every half an hour. So most people don't want to be in that rigid a routine, but at least, on an hourly basis, and I have on my phone a little water app. So just put a little water app on your phone as a little reminder, even if it's once an hour, and drink about 4 to 6 ounces an hour for about 10 hours. And you want to stop drinking about 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours before going to bed, so you can get a good, firm, restful sleep. But water is extremely important. And then another question, what is the best kind of water? Well, the absolutely best is distilled water. And then after that, the best purified water that you can have access to. But even if there's not purified water, if you don't have an ozonated water or charcoal purified water, let me tell you a big mistake a lot of people make. And what they do is they tend to think that mineral water is the best. And mineral water is not the best because those are inorganic minerals that are not designed for bioavailability. And that's why distilled water is the best. So don't get caught up with the issue that people say it leaches minerals from your body. Distilled water does leach minerals from the body, but it leaches all of those inorganic minerals that you can't absorb and utilize anyway. So drink the water, whatever water is available. Try to get in at least 32 ounces to 64 ounces. This is a 32 ounce. I try to get in 1.5 to 2 of these a day. And as I said, if you can do it on a half-hour basis, even if it's just a few sips every half hour or so, that is kind of ideal. But even if you did, like I said, 4 to 6 ounces an hour, that's a good approach. And guess what? Next tip. If you don't have access to water, herbal teas are excellent additions to your diet to make up for your water requirements. And your water sometimes is more important than food. If you don't have the water, you're not going to be able to transport those nutrients to the cells and from the cells. So remember, water is important. There's different types of water that is available, and even fresh fruit and or vegetable juices, they can also be part of the requirements for your water. Okay, the next tip, early to bed and early to rise will make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. And the tip here is, some people think that all you need is your 6 to 8 hours. But let me tell you the real key tip is, every hour before midnight is worth 2 hours after midnight. So you want to try to go to bed as early as you can before midnight. So 11 is better than 1 a.m., 10 is better than 2 a.m., and you get the hint. You don't have to go to bed at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But anywhere from 9 to 11, based on what your lifestyle is and what's going on. But that's a tip that people should be aware of. As a matter of fact, sleep, rest, contributes more to your health and vitality than food does. And if you don't believe me, try to do without rest for 3 to 5 days and see what your energy level is. You can do without food for up to 40 days. You can't go that long without rest. So rest actually contributes about 25% to your energy reserves and your health and vitality. So remember that very important tip. Okay, another very tip, something that everybody can do, is a contrast shower. What is a contrast shower? Contrast shower is when you take your shower, you stay in as hot as you can stand, not scalding hot, but hot, for about 3 minutes. And then you turn to the cold for about 30 seconds, anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute. And if you can only do 15 seconds to start, that's fine. But the key is you want to do 3 iterations for the therapeutic effect. So hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold is a very, very powerful immune enhancer. And it's a blood massage. And so you get the blood going from the tip of your head all the way to the tip of your toes. It opens up everything. It's one of the most powerful remedies for people with blood pressure issues and that, because it really gives a nice natural pumping effect, getting that blood flowing all the way through in a very dynamic, very powerful way. It also helps with inflammation, helps with moving the poisons out of the body, etc. So contrast shower, very easy thing. As you can see, in less than 10 minutes, most people take a shower anyway. That is something that can provide a huge enhancement to your immune system, your health and vitality. Another tip is when you first turn on that shower, while you're waiting for that shower to get warm, get yourself a skin brush, a lymphatic skin brush. It has a long handle brush, and you brush down towards the intestines. And this can be anywhere from a minute to 3 minutes. Vigorous brushing, both sides down, and brushing up from the bottom to the intestines, front and back, anywhere from a minute to 3 minutes. It's what is called a lymphatic massage. And if you don't have time to exercise, this is an excellent substitute. The only way the lymphatic system is engaged is through movement. And so you get to move that lymph in a very powerful way with this lymphatic massage. And so that's a good substitute and or addition to the exercise tip that we talked about earlier. And then the last tip I want to talk to you about is probably the most important. And that is breathe. And it's so easy because, it's a good thing it's not voluntary, or most of us will have a problem with it. Breathing air contributes the most to your health and vitality. Over 50% of your health and vitality comes from air. And if you don't believe me, try to stop breathing for a couple of days. Now you can go without food for a few days. You can go out without water for a few days. You can even go without rest. But you can't go without air for a few minutes. So it's vitally important. And there are some tips that you can gain to get the best benefit from this very powerful addition to your health and vitality. And you can just be sitting at your chair and just take a break from your computer activity, whatever you do. Take a couple of deep breaths. You want to breathe in, and then in the beginning, you can just breathe up to a count of 5 and breathe out slowly. You want to see if you can go up to double the breathing out as the breathing in. So 5 to 10 seconds in, then after a while, you'll be able to do 10 to 20 seconds in and breathe out very, very slowly. And so what does that do? It's getting all of that vital energy, electrical air energy into your system, going all the way out through your system. And that breathing out is getting rid of all of those toxins, all of that carbon dioxide. So take advantage of these simple tips that you can add to your regimen as you proceed through the holiday season. So you want to remember the holiday season is about joy, togetherness, having fun, but at the same time, you can be incorporating some of these very empowering tips to help you to stay healthy and happy and to maintain that health and happiness during and after the holiday season as well. So I want to wish you a very happy and healthy holiday season. I hope you found these tips to be helpful. And if you did, please hit the notification bell below so that, number one, so that you can continue getting these helpful tips that we'd like to be providing to you. And as well, not be missing out in providing these tips to your friends, your family. Also, if you can, add some of your tips and techniques that you'd like us to expand on or elaborate on in future sessions. So I hope you like this. Please press the subscribe button below. Tell your family and friends. Until the next time, have fun, enjoy the holiday season, stay healthy, happy holidays. Bye for now, and God bless.